Buenos dias, Gunners Collective TV. Back at it. You already know. Like some tortas with some bad habits. Bye up. Bye up. Let's get to the intro. Welcome back to Gunners Collective TV. And if you haven't already hit the like and subscribe button, why don't you go ahead and do that? Put your notification bell on all so that way you're directing the direction of the dope content that the gun stays kicking. And I appreciate the support, man. Thank you. I'm very humbled. Hatersworld, 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 right? The name says it all. But at the same time, sometimes I could disagree and sometimes I have to agree. And at this moment in time, this day, June 19th, 2025, I'm going to have to say I'm going to disagree. Now, this is why. I seen a video that was put out by Hatersworld, man, and I felt it necessary to touch on it a little bit, to give you my perception, to give you my perspective, to say, you know what? Hey, damn, bro, you sure are a gangster. Right? You're shocking the world, eh? You're shocking the world. Maybe you should read some articles that were dropped lately and realize that when you shock the world, your world gets shocked, right? This dude, Blue Devil from Hatersworld, has continuously hated on dudes from Southern California. That's the truth. You know, the method to his madness. Anything for a view, que no? At the same time, you know, still hanging on to the chorras of the dudes who just laugh at him behind the scenes. It's a cold existence. It's a cold world, man. You know, when you're like on your last friend, it's fucked up. Now, there was an episode of No Jumper recently that was posted, and I remember scrolling the other day through, you know, YouTube and catching it. And there was a little kid on there, a little white kid with a shag haircut, a fucked up funny Punches Pilot haircut, wearing a funny hat from Utah, right? Now, shout out to the homies in Utah, man. Shout out to Ogden Trece and all the real ones out there in Utah. Utah be mobbing in their steel toes, headed for a murder show. I don't know about Lil Brazy or EBK Raleigh or whatever the fuck they were calling this little kid, right? But I was like, damn, Adam is scraping the bottom of the barrel. He's bringing on anyone and he's interrogating anything, right? I'm like, I guess No Jumper is going broke. I guess the money situation is bad. I mean, it's so bad. He has his old lady. He just gave his old lady to that brother. He gave the smallest chick on the internet to the biggest black dude on the internet. It's wild, right? I never thought I'd do this again. We did. So that led me to believe, okay, it was truth that Adam was going broke, right? That he's willing to interview and interrogate anyone. And I watched him interrogate this little young kid. I don't know if the kid's 15, 16, however old this kid is. He looked like he was 12, right? And I thought, man, I hope he got a permission slip to be on there. I literally hope before the interrogation happened, because it wasn't an interview, it was an interrogation, because it's funny how the little youngster is known for one rap song that he did that I don't know if it went viral or whatever it went, right? Because I've never seen the kid before yesterday watching the video. But all the questions were pointed more at where he was from, things that he was involved in, the criminal element, right? Gangs that he didn't get along with, what gang or set he claimed. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You think Malibu's most wanted, you think he's really part of something like that? Oh man, this guy's really a hitter. Bro, if you don't stop it, right? These guys are crazy. And I'm not just basing it off looks or ethnicity or anything like that. Bro, stop. That little ham, bro, that's a tuna sandwich, right? That dude is tuna. That vato would get 8. Okay, 8. Talking about, I kick it with the brothers, man. I'm affiliated with this and that. Do you understand what the brothers would do to him if he went to the penitentiary? Uh-huh. Pop goes the weasel, because the weasel went pop. You know what I'm saying? They'll melt him like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. He'll be a schmore. That little vato would be a schmore. Now, I got to go back to the age, right? This is a young kid. This is someone that needs guidance, needs uplifting. They should have focused on his music. They should have focused on all that. But instead, what happens? Lush and Adam. Lush was present, right? And Lush kind of sat back and got quiet until one line was dropped, and then Lush's ears perked up, and Lush didn't do nothing though. So this is what happened. I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna do it. Minus the disrespect. As they're interrogating this little youngster, right? And again, like I said, I hope he had a permission slip. I hope he signed off a waiver. I hope his parents were present, because this was two grown men taking the conversation anywhere they want. And, you know, Adam's good at that with 15, 16-year-olds, right? So as this youngster is thinking he's bad, I made it to fucking no jumper, this, and that. He gets to talking about the Norteño movement, right? Now, I understand that not everybody likes Norteños. And when you say the Nortes, right? It's from that moment on, I know that you don't really know what time it is, right? Because even the brothers, man, the real brothers that have been around, that done time, they'll tell you the Norteños, right? Or the Norteños. They know what's up. They don't say the Nortes. But I've heard it in the past. But when this little kid's like the Nortes this, the Nortes that, and then he starts saying chaps and disrespecting the Norteños, oh, man, I be getting on all their heads. I be punking them, man. We be going at it. He did give them props saying, oh, they ain't no joke in Utah. And I think anyone who's been to Utah knows that there is an extensive amount of Norteños out there. And just like Southsiders, they're all doing their thing. Hey, Chicanos will be Chicanos. Mexicanos will be Mexicanos, right? They all got warrior blood in them. So I hear that, but he doesn't necessarily have to get along with them. That's cool. And according to him, he doesn't. He doesn't, whether it's his gang or him personally. I don't know if they beat his ass in school, or he just doesn't like them, or he don't like the color red. But obviously, he doesn't get along with them. So he's disrespecting. Cool, he's a young kid. People disrespect like that. They take any opportunity to do that. Now, in the meantime, in between time, you have Lush and you have Adam there and they're interrogating him. And Lush is all happy when he's saying chaps and North and this and that and just loving it, right? I'm loving it until the little youngster doesn't know any better, doesn't have the proper education or guidance. You could tell, right? He's just a little kid crashing out. He disrespects the Southsiders, right? Now, let me give you guys some game. Sit down, because I'm going to give you some knowledge you can't get in college. He disrespects the Southsiders by calling them scraps. Okay? Now, let me tell you guys, and that's the first time I've ever said that on my channel. And I'll tell you why I've said it on my channel today. Because it's not a disrespectful word. The intention is disrespect. The intention of the person you direct it towards, it's disrespect. But it's not a disrespectful word. It was meant to be disrespectful. But real Sureños and Southsiders that have been around the block know the historia and don't even feel disrespected by that word. We're going to get to Blue Devil in a minute. He's going to play into this. Let me give you guys some history. Let me give you some game. That particular word in the beginning was used by Southsiders to describe Norteños. Yeah, I said it first, right? Anyone that knows, knows. You don't believe me? Ask people like Dubs. Ask people that have been around for a long time. They'll tell you exactly what I'm telling you, man. I give you guys no lie, right? That word, that S word, was used to describe Norteños by Southsiders in the past. Somewhere along the lines. I'm not sure what day or who first. Probably a homeboy from Sanjo, because they're like that, right? But one day, it started to be utilized by the Norteños to disrespect the Southsiders. It like switched. And I remember a whole bunch of Southsiders being shocked, like, damn, when did that happen, right? But it's the truth. And the Norteños just carried that legacy. They just continue that. So I guess you could pretty much say, just like a lot of things up north, man, it was created by Southsiders. That's a fact, right? No disrespect to the north, but it's the truth. So anyone wants to deny it, anyone wants to test my ability on my history, man, ask some Southsiders old school that know. They'll tell you that word was used by Southerners and created by Southerners to disrespect the north, but it flipped. So when I hear that word, I've never liked it. I've never liked it because, like, the N-word to me, it's just, it disrespected everyone at some point in time. Even though the Southsiders didn't consider it disrespectful to them, just like the Norteños don't consider like Buster or Chap or any of that disrespectful to them. But it's the intention. It's the intention, right? I remember, man, they used to be saying all kinds of this and this and that in the oil when I'd be in Nellis down in Southern California, right? And it wasn't everyone, because a lot of the Southsiders didn't even give a shit, man. They didn't care, right, about the Norteños. They were too busy fighting their own enemigos. They didn't care. But the word that always irked me, that got me, that made me jump up and want to fucking stab somebody was the word estrella, right? And it's just the word star in Spanish, but they were using it as a derogatory or disrespectful term towards us. Fucking estrellas. I was like, I am a fucking star, right? I started getting into my Ricky voice. I was pissed. And I don't know why. So anyways, this youngster, he says that word, right? And when he says it, Lush, his ears pinned back like a pug, right? But he didn't say anything. He just looked all upset. He got indigestion at that exact moment. And the little youngster's just looking Lush up and down like, yeah, goofball, right? And Adam, the instigator Adam, the Viking, active Adam, right? Cuck. MC Cuck jumps up out of his seat and he was like, hey, you can't say that. That's disrespect to the South Side, right? And as he's saying that, he immediately tries to spark a fucking issue with Lush and a 15-year-old, right? Damn, I know Lush ain't happy about that. Now, let me tell you guys something about this. Let's get back to Blue Devil. Blue Devil did a video. And he told Lush, your fucking Southside card is revoked. They say, you let that little kid disrespect you. Well, Blue Devil, I'm here to tell you, on power, you let Whack 100 disrespect you. What's the difference, eh? First of all, he says Lush is an honorary Southsider. Is this like the Never Ending Story movie or Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory? You got honorary things? You know, hey, you didn't win the prize today, but we'll give you an honorary fucking pendant. Since when do you get honorary status in gangs? Since when are you either are or you fucking ain't? You're not a Southsider or a Norteño, but I'm gonna give you honorary status. You know what I mean? We're gonna give you honorary. What has he done to earn honorary status? Oh, he's on No Jumper? Damn, hey, you're on fucking a podcast. You're honorary. You know, forget the needle sticking out of his back pocket. He's honorary. I don't know. Again, I don't know Lush like that. Has he disrespected me in the past? He has. But come on, bro. I'm not almighty suspect. It's pocket time fucking with me, bro. But I'll say this to Lush, you know, and hopefully he's not in a haze or high so he can hear this. I'm going to have to ride with you on this one. I don't know if you're honorary this or honorary that. You are from Southern California, you know, so I don't know exactly what you are besides Adam's boy toy, but I do know that there's nothing that man could have did. There's nothing Lush could have did to a 15-year-old kid. What does Blue Devil want? Oh, you let him disrespect you like that. What'd you want him to do, bro? Did you want him to do everything you didn't do against Whack 100? Did you want him to I'm gonna have to go back and check the paperwork. Is that what you wanted? Did you literally want him to beat up on a little kid? I think he did what he was supposed to do. He let him and Adam, I hate to say it, right? But him and Adam both gamed the kid up. Adam told him, hey, you can't say that, bro. That's disrespectful. The little kid was like, oh, my bad. That's it. He's a youngster. He's a little young kid from Utah. He don't know. He's not educated like that. Ain't no one give him no game. He ain't even from a Mexican gang like that, bro. So he don't know the derogatory. I mean, he knew about chaps and how to disrespect Norteños because Norteños be getting on his motherfucking helmet. A whole lot of it, right? But then he disrespects the Southsiders because in his heart, he don't like essays. He don't like NAs or essays. That's a fact. You can see it, right? And yes, Lush is the honorary Southsider, but come on, bro. That Vato doesn't carry that same standard. Like, he's not going to hold Vatos accountable. Damn, Blue Devil. Blue Devil's all mad. Like, hey, homie, keep Southside out your mouth. Your pass is revoked. You're not a Southerner, fucking honorary Southerner anymore. Are you kidding me? You are the last person on social media to say that, bro. As punked as you got by Whack 100, bro, you're going to sit there and tell us who could be an honorary Southsider. Who gave you the picker today to make people honorary? Oh, I made Lush the honorary, and now I'm telling him to keep it out of his mouth because he let that little 15-year-old kid disrespect him. Okay, well, you let a grown man disrespect you. You covered that shit up smooth. The moral to the story is this. Stop trying to play gang games, bro, on gang. It's dumb. First of all, the real story is Adam's over there interrogating a little 15-year-old. That's all bad. That's bottom of the barrel shit. That's like, what are you doing, bro? You went from having people like big time Hollywood people on your shit, big rappers and all that, talking about music, and we're talking about people that were on the BET Awards, people that are on the American Music Award. We're talking about big time, to now Brazy, fucking some little white kid. You notice Munchie B and all these other dudes, they weren't nowhere near there. It had to be stupid ass Lush and Adam doing the interview, because everyone else was like, come on, bro. Man, you're gonna interview this little kid? Did you make sure that you had the fucking the break room stocked with fucking Takis and Dr. Pepper, right? Make sure that you had it stocked, because that also needed, you know what I mean? That's what his criteria, you know, most people, they want their criteria to go like the big time rappers and shit. Adam knows what time it is when you interview him, that you got to have it, and make sure you have some weed. You know what I'm saying? Hey, make sure you have some Red Bulls, homie, because I like to be wide awake. Make sure that you have some shrimp scampi. Make sure you have your lady laid out, you know what I'm saying, cleaned up and shit. This is their demands. This dude was like, make sure you have Takis. I want hot Cheetos with cheese. Make sure you have Budak noodles, and make sure you give me a free Labubu. That is crazy, right? And then you got fucking Blue Devil haters who are getting all hostile, being all mad, trying to check Lush over. What do you want him to do? Beat up that little kid? Is that what you're promoting? Is that the type of shit you're promoting on your channel? What did you want him to do besides what they did? They gave the kid the game. They educated him. They checked him. They told him, hey, bro, fucking, that's a disrespectful word. And you know what's crazy? Adam, you piece of shit. We're going to go with John Bravo shit, right? What's up with Adam? Oh, it's cool, though. It's hella cool, though, when the little white kid disrespects the Norte. Adam wasn't saying nothing. He was just like, all right. But then when he disrespects the South Side, oh, scary-ass Adam, oh, no, that's disrespectful. It's all disrespectful, bro. It's all disrespectful. I'm not here to defend the Norteños or anything. I'm just saying, bro. If you're going to interview people and have people on your channel and say you respect everyone like Big Tone and Bands and all these cats when they're not there, bro, how are you going to be letting them get disrespected by a little butterball, by a turkey, by a ham? Come on. Do you guys honestly take that shit serious, that little kid that was on there? Talking about, oh, man, I got on someone's head. I be beating him up. Bro, bink, one toe. Bye-bye. Hasta la fucking whatever you want to go, right? Let's be real here. He's just a little kid, though. You can't hold him accountable for his action. He don't know yet. That Vato's juvenile hall. Want to see the Vatos in the town? You know, he's not even pinta bound. He's juvenile hall bound. He's still young. Why would you bring a kid like that and then interrogate him, ask him about gangs? You shouldn't have. Why don't you try to create an atmosphere of positivity? Like, hey, man, you know, you're thinking about going to college. You think about this money that you're making from the rap, setting it to the side, setting up, so you know, your future, starting a business. Nah, none of that. What hood you from? Who you hang around with? Oh, you got problems with EBK this and EBK that? Man, if you guys don't shut the fuck up. And meanwhile, this little kid thinks he's fucking the king. No King's Day. He think he's the king. He's over there disrespecting North, disrespecting South, disrespecting Mexicans. And of course, Lush just took it like a, yeah. But look, it's not Lush's responsibility to check anyone, really, in all honesty. It's not. He did it. I think he did enough. I think he was like, hey, man, you can't say it. And Adam was trying to pump it up. Hey, look at Lush is over there all mad. Look at Lush. What'd you want him to do, Adam? You want to get another lawsuit, dumbass? You know, come on, stop it, man. And then you got Blue Devil coming out the woodworks. Your pass is revoked. You can't be a Southsider anymore. Damn, bro, I thought they revoked your pass too. If they haven't, ponte trucha, right? Because I'm going to tell you right now, all three of you, Adam, Lush, and Blue Devil, look like a bunch of bitches. I'm just being real, man. You know, I don't got to be an active gang member to say it. You look fucking wild, bro. First of all, we're talking about a little kid here. Talking about what are you guys going to do? No one's going to do anything. You know, you expect Lush to get up on a little kid's head, man, or you're not a Southsider anymore. Do that and see if you're a Southsider. Do that. Blue Devil, you do that. You do that. You didn't do that to Whack, and you think you're still a Southsider? You still think you represent the Soul Gang like that? Soul Gang. You think you still represent that? When you let a black dude punk you like that? Psh, obviously, you haven't been locked up on a real yard, man, to understand the repercussions for that action, right? If you think you're going to get away with it, you might on social media, bro. But when you guys ever gets incarcerated, you better hope you don't. Just like I hope I don't. And I hope you don't, to be honest. I really hope that you don't. Because if you do, you think you're not going to get questioned on it, eh? I don't give a fuck what they're telling you, right? I don't care what your homeboys around you are telling you. Oh, it's good, eh? Don't even trip. You held it down. Like Bozo, you held it down. You held it down. Okay, they might hold you down. That's all I'm going to say, right? Anyways, with that being said, let me know what you guys think, man. This dude's over here trying to Blue Devils over there trying to tell Lush, keep Sewell out your mouth. You got your Southside cards revoked. Who the fuck are you to say that? And who the fuck are you to give him the honorary fucking Southsider badge? That's some new shit. That's some 2025 shit. I'm telling you guys, man. Nowadays, you could just be an honorary. You could be on. Fuck, if I'd have known that, I'd just been an honorary norteño. I wouldn't even gangbang. Fuck that. I'm hanging around with the homies like, hey, homie, you shouldn't be from the Vada. Can I be just, hey, excuse me, I don't know who I have to talk to. Is it you, the one with the big mustache? Can I be an honorary norteño? Because I don't really want to be like a gang member, but I want all the benefits that a gang member gets. But when it comes time to fight or there's enemies that shoot, I don't have to get involved. Can I be an honorary gang member? Right? Oh yeah, and if a so to get this straight, in order to be an honorary gang member, everything's cool. But if a 15-year-old kid, white kid from Utah punks me, then I get it revoked, right? Oh yeah, 1 in a million. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's gonna be the head that wears the crown. I'm gonna continue to strive for what I truly believe in, and that's the betterment of all people. Now go ahead and make your little video, man. Blue Devil, it's all good, bro. But come on, man, you should know better, eh? You're an adult. Don't fucking hold that dude accountable. Lush is a fucking tecato, bro, and you're gonna try to get him to beat up a 15-year-old. You're not a Southsider anymore, homie. You're making Southern California look bad. Oh, and you're not charging $13 for a song? Stop it. Doing your people dirty.